It is the Riot Podcast. This is the Thursday, October 12th edition. A great show. Today, we talk about some bombshell revelations from Jada Pinkett Smith regarding the Will Smith slap from years ago. We also do a Choice Champions with our favorite Pixar characters. But first, Isaiah, we just discovered a little coinky-dink from last night. We both happened to watch Halloween movies.
We did.
What are the odds on October 11th that we would both separately watch a Halloween-themed movie?
What did you watch?
I watched Nightmare Before Christmas.
Which is one of the ones that I want to watch.
Do you consider that more of a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It can be used as either, but I think it's more Halloween.
I think you watch it at any time, but after watching it last night, I realized when it's fresh in my mind, it's definitely a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
There's a couple scenes of Christmas, but most of it's in Halloween Town. It's spooky, it's scary. It's not as Christmassy. What did you watch?
I watched Halloween Town.
Wow.
I watched Halloween Town 2.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I think it's Calabar's Revenge.
Sounds familiar.
Have you seen the Halloween Town movies?
I've seen the first one with Kimberly J. Brown and Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
And Joey Zimmerman. Was Halloween Town? Now, I've seen it. I watched it. I remember watching it last Halloween. Last Halloween, me and my wife did this. We had a jack-o'-lantern, like one of the Boo buckets or whatever from something like that, like one of those plastic jack-o'-lanterns. And we got a bunch of scary and spooky and whatever Halloween movies and put them in the bucket. And then when we wanted a movie, we pick one out. And so Halloween Town was in there and we watched it. And it was good. I remember it. But was it a movie that actually like went to theaters, or is that like
it was a
that
Disney
on Disney
movie.
Channel?
It was on Disney Channel. I don't think it was ever in theaters. I'm pretty sure it was just.
I'm seeing here that it's not rated, so I don't think it went to theaters.
Yeah, it was just on Disney Channel.
How many Disney Channel movies do you still watch now as you're an adult?
Disney Channel movies?
Yeah, movies that originally released on Disney Channel. Not many, right?
No.
Halloween Town has to be one of maybe 3 that you would watch in this day and age after you've grown up.
I'm looking now to see.
But it's that good, I guess.
Other Disney Channel movies?
Yeah.
Disney Channel, we want Disney Channel original films.
Yeah.
Is what you want. I mean,
I think the famous one is High School Musical.
High School
right?
Musical, yeah, which I wouldn't watch now.
I've never watched and wouldn't watch it.
You've
now.
never seen it?
No.
Ever?
I mean, no.
You should watch it.
I don't know if I should.
It's a good movie. It's a good series.
What about, which ones did I like? You Wish. Do you know that one?
Mm-mm.
That is a guy who wishes his little brother would disappear, and then he does.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds a little scary.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Did you watch Twitches? People would say that's a Halloween movie.
Oh.
Disney Channel Halloween.
I did not. Is that Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Twitches?
Yeah.
No.
Who is it?
I'm pulling it up now. It's
Tia and Tamara?
starring Tia and Tamara. Yeah. Maury.
The other famous twins.
Yeah.
Twins used to have it way better.
I know, right?
the
Back in
olden
the day,
days, yeah.
if you were twins, you just got a movie.
Name famous twins now.
Now?
Yeah.
Because, you think of Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Of course. Yeah.
That was like what Disney Channel was. It was just twins.
Yeah. If you were twins.
Then you just got a show.
Yeah.
If you were young and twins, then you just got a show.
Now, I don't know if there's any famous twins. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm not watching any of these movies. I'm looking through so many. Teen Beach movie? No.
I don't know what that is. There's the Zendaya one. Zapped.
You talking about Zendaya?
Zendaya. I've heard it both ways.
I mean, of all these movies, if I'm watching one, there's the Cheetah Girls.
Some people might go back to that.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
I do not familiar. Even Stevens movie. How about that one? Kim Possible movie.
So the Drama. 2005 it came out.
So the Drama. What about this one? You mentioned this a while ago. Luck of the Irish.
That's a scary movie. I wouldn't even watch it.
What about this one? Another basketball movie? Double Teamed. That was about real life twins, but the gals who played them in the movie were not twins.
Heather and Heidi Berg.
Yeah. How you like me now?
How you like me now?
I watched that one. I'm a boy. I watched it.
Yeah, many of these movies I'm not watching. I will watch probably one more Halloween Town movie.
Okay.
I'll
The original?
No.
Oh.
I'll watch the fourth one.
I didn't know there was 4.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I'm watching the second one and the fourth one.
I guess.
Because the first and third didn't really do as much for me.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
Well, once Disney found the cash cow that was Halloween Town, they had to milk it.
That's when Marnie, the main character,
Yeah.
that's when she goes to like wizard school or whatever
Oh.
with her grandma Aggie. That's the one that I'll be watching Halloween Town High. Is there any other?
Did you have a crush on Marnie when you were growing up?
I don't remember having a crush on her.
Me neither.
I remember having a crush on a lot of Disney stars. She wasn't one of them.
Uh-huh.
I probably did at the time, but I just don't remember. She wasn't one of my top ones.
Yeah. One of your top love interests.
What movies do you have left that you want to see for Halloween? And I'm talking, they could just be scary movies. They could be Halloween-y movies.
I think I watched Hocus Pocus for the first time recently. Like, not this year, but like one of the last couple of years. I had not seen it. And I would like to watch that again. That's a good... It's very like... It's kind of like Halloween Town, but like a better version of it to me. Because it's like really dated looking, but a better story, better writing, better, whatever. So, better acting. So I like Hocus Pocus. I'd like to go back to that. And maybe Ghostbusters. Maybe Ernest Scared Stupid. Also might be on my list. I'm not going to watch anything truly scary. I'll probably tell you that.
I will probably watch a couple truly scary movies. I want to watch A Quiet Place.
Okay.
I want to watch I will watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
The one that you watched last night. And then probably another random scary movie that I find. My brother, he's real good about knowing scary movies, so he'll probably recommend one for me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably consider watching Us again.
I saw that trending on Netflix or something yesterday.
People Like Us.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. It's a scary movie that I've seen before, so it wouldn't be as scary.
Yeah.
Coming back around the second time.
I saw Get Out trending too. I like that better than Us.
That one's ranked number 9 for Halloween movies you need to watch.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I just when I'm thinking of Halloween movies, I don't want to watch something that's just scary. I want something that feels Halloweeny. And Get Out doesn't feel Halloweeny.
No, neither does Us.
No.
What about coming in at number 1 for 80 best Halloween movies of all time that you need to watch? Halloween from 1978, Michael Myers.
I could get down with that, but Halloween, have you ever seen it?
No, it's too old for me.
Yeah, it's so slow compared to now. It's so slow paced. But it is probably the kind of horror at this point that I am comfortable with.
The second one, it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I might watch that.
That
Maybe.
I will not be touching, for sure.
I'm a big Charlie Brown guy. So
See, I'm looking at Disney's Haunted Mansion.
the new one?
People say you should watch that for Halloween.
I don't know. Every time they've tried to do something with the Haunted Mansion, and by that I mean the 2 times they've tried to do something previous with the Haunted Mansion, it did not appeal to me as much. The Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah.
And the Muppets one, which obviously I was very excited about and actually sucked. So,
What about Monster House? Where do you stand on Monster House? I'm just going down the list.
Has an animation style that is very unappealing. So I'm going to say no.
You stand better on something maybe like, it says coming in here on this other list at number 5 is Coco.
Yeah, that's a good Halloween movie.
Is that I've never seen it.
I've watched.
Is it a Halloween movie?
Halloween movies? Yes, it's the Day of the Dead.
Okay.
But for that one, it's not like Christmas. Christmas, I can watch the same movie every year.
Got it.
Coco, I've seen the last few Halloweens, and I'd still watch it if everybody else was like, yeah, let's watch it. But I'm not going to make a point this time to watch it.
Dang, there's so many scary movies. And I'm against so many of them. Because they're just too scary for me. I mean, I don't like scary movies, really. I also got invited to a haunted house tonight, not going.
Oh, I hate them.
I got invited to go, and I'm just not going.
Yeah. That's every gal I've
no
ever
plans.
dated.
Yeah.
has been into the haunted houses.
That's exactly where I'm
And
at.
early on in dating, I would suffer through that. Now, my wife is into the haunted houses, but she knows that's not for me. I have, I paid my dues. We did one at some point, I'm pretty sure, together, but now, no, thank you.
Yeah, I got invited to go, and I'm not going. I am just staying at home by myself. That's literally how much I don't want to go. It's tonight at 7:30. I got invited to go. I said, unfortunately, I will not be attending.
And it's so dumb, right? Because
I've never been to one.
Oh.
I've never been to a haunted house.
It's so dumb because it's not even like, obviously they're dressed up, like there's characters dressed up in spooky costumes, like they're all bloody and got axes in their heads and whatever. But what's scary is that it's set up so that they just pop out at you. And so it's just a bunch of jump scares. Why is that fun? It's dumb to be scared of it, but it's also it's weird to want to do it.
Like, who's working in there?
Yeah.
That might be something we need to talk about on the show. Who's working a haunted house?
Yeah. And I've always said this, that if you were going to be a crazed murderer, what the top place you'd work, haunted house. Because you could get away with it for a while before anybody realized. They'd think it was all a part of the show.
Like, oh man, this haunted house really smells.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
even smells like death in here.
They killed Stacy. I didn't know she was a part of this thing. Chopped her arm right off.
She's on the inside.
Yeah.
She invited me, and she's on the inside.
Wow, Stacy, that's an impressive prop arm that you had there. You really had me going.
Yeah, I think, and a lot of them are put on by like different groups, like firefighters, things like that. Like put these on. It's like fundraisers, right? Is that what they are? Like who's in charge of
some of them?
I mean, who's like putting up a haunted house? You know, it's just it happens like for a couple weekends a year. Is that your thing? Is that your business? A haunted house? Every year you put up your haunted house.
Yeah.
Who gets the rights to that? How does it even work? Whose parents growing up were haunted house owners? Like my parents owned toy stores. I felt like that was weird.
Yeah.
If your parents did haunted houses, that's even more odd.
Yeah.
What do your parents do for a living? Oh, every October, the haunted house goes
They
up.
only work one month a year.
We make a killing in that 1 month.
Yeah, there has to be something else to that side of the business. They spend 11 months planning.
And if you have a big enough family, you don't even have to hire people to work there.
Yeah.
You can just have your kids scare people. Anyone can be scary if it's pitch black dark and you don't know they're coming.
Yeah.
It could be children.
That's true. But we could also just recreate a haunted house here for free if I just jump out every time you open the door, you know?
And it would be scary to me. It would be very scary to me.
Yeah, it would be the same exact thing. All right. Is there even time for the rest of the podcast at this point?
There's a bunch of other things as well.
Yeah, a bunch of other things, and you'll enjoy them, and we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
Here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed every morning? And when I say that, I don't mean what motivates you in life in general. I mean, what's the first thing that you think about when you're lying in bed? You're like, well, if I get out of bed, at least I'll get this.
Good question. I would say I look forward to my breakfast
Okay.
that I eat in the morning. And so when I'm laying in bed, not usually when I'm laying in bed, but by the time I get in the shower, it's something that I look forward to.
So it's food for
Mainly
you.
food, yeah.
You don't look forward to the shower part?
Not so much, honestly.
No, I like a shower.
So that gets you out of bed. You're like, if I get up,
because I shower.
I can hop in that darn shower.
I shower the night before.
Oh, so wait, what?
I'm a night showerer.
So you wake up in the morning and you're like, well, if I get up now, tonight I can shower.
No, that's not my answer.
That's what it said.
But if I showered in the morning,
sound like.
if I showered in the morning, that might be my answer.
You don't like the shower?
No, I don't even think about the shower when I'm
like it
lying
so
in bed
much.
because it's so many hours away. It's at the end of the day. But for many people, it's interesting. You say breakfast. For many people, it says, if this survey is accurate, about 80% of people say coffee is the first thing they look forward to in the day. It's the first thing.
What's one of the first exciting things of the day?
Yeah. I like coffee. I never thought of it as like my motivation for getting up. You want to know what mine is?
What's yours?
And I think this just about every morning when I'm lying in bed and my alarm goes off. I think to myself, at least I can have a nap this afternoon.
I think about that too.
That's what gets me going.
I thought about that this morning.
Yeah. You're like, I wish I could lie here and keep sleeping. But at least I can get a nap this afternoon.
I can nap later.
And then I roll up out of bed and get started on the day. After that, what do I look forward to? I don't know. That nap just keeps me going for a long time.
Yeah, mine's definitely food throughout the morning. Like my breakfast is always exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the show, I'll have myself some snacks, and that'll make my day.
Oh, well, you got a lot to look forward to tomorrow. It's my birthday breakfast lunch.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
That'll get me out of bed tomorrow.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but for most people, it's coffee. I love coffee. You'd think it would be the answer for me, but no, it's a nap.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
We all remember the slap seen around the world, the Oscars 2 years ago. Will Smith on Chris Rock because he made fun of his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know why I can't say that. You want to cut and start over? Jada Pinkett Smith just did a tell-all interview full of a couple of bombshell answers.
Well, she hasn't been in the news in a while, so
It's been a while.
it makes sense for her to sit down and do an interview about something that happened a year ago.
I believe she has a book coming, so might
Her
have
claim
something
to
do
fame
with that.
almost.
Yeah, this could be her biggest moment, and she didn't actually really
think
have
it
anything
was.
to do with it. But a couple of the things that came out in the interview. One, speaking of the actual incident, the slap incident, she, like just about everyone else, thought that it was all a sketch, a skit. Like they were doing a little funny bit until it was all over. She said she didn't realize that it was actually a real slap, and Will was really upset until he was returning to his seat. And when he came back, the first thing she said to him, "Are you okay?" Bombshell dropped. But she's also revealed that apparently Chris Rock asked her out before. And the biggest bombshell probably of all is that apparently her and Will Smith have been separated, although they're still married. They've been separated since 2016. Maybe part of why Will Smith was so on edge at the Oscars, do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely a part of it.
5 years into their separation?
I mean, she's put him through the ringer.
Yeah.
Relationship-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's always on edge when it comes to her, just because of their relationship troubles that they've already gone through.
Yeah.
So I can imagine in the moment, it definitely was just a culmination of many frustrations for him.
Now, it's tough to comment on people's personal private lives.
But we do it every day.
But here I go. Wouldn't it have been easier for everybody for them? Like, this could have all been avoided if everybody knew they were separated and they weren't sitting next to each other.
Well, everybody knew like what was going on in their relationship. That it wasn't going good.
But why were they putting up the ruse then? You know what I'm saying? It's not even like their kids have grown, and the kids know anyways. So why are you faking it for everybody?
I feel like everybody kind of knew that. I mean, they were like together, but they were not together the same way as they were before all of the disaster struck for their relationship.
You ever been around a couple like this where you know that it's like it's on the rocks,
It's rough
but they're
waters?
just trying to put on a happy face and fool everybody at the parties?
I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where like one of my friends and his girlfriend were in like a terrible place in their relationship.
Dire straits.
And they were just hanging out with us. I don't think I've ever been in a situation like that. But if I were, it would be entertaining for everybody except for them, I think,
Yeah.
to see how they handle it.
Hopefully they don't handle it by slapping people.
I would say probably not the best situation to be put in.
Yeah, but hey, Jada Pinkett Smith, that tell-all interview is out there, and I believe a book is coming if you need to know more about Jada Pinkett Smith.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Choice Champions, our Thursday tradition. Isaiah and I, we snake draft style, a little fantasy team, 3 picks each from a certain topic. Today's topic suggested by Jacob, who said we should pick Pixar characters, not movies, characters from the movies. So if you have a topic you want to suggest for next time, 8772 Radio U, and then listen to our draft. Then you can cast your vote on which team is better and which ones we missed out. Keep in mind, before you get too upset about which ones we miss, there's only 6 picks total. We can't pick everybody. I have the first pick, and I'm going with Doug.
Wild first pick.
Doug the dog.
Wild pick.
Doug the dog from Up.
I'd won.
Who doesn't like Doug the dog? Up, not the best movie, but Doug is a great character.
Doug the dog at 1. I'm thrown. You completely thrown me.
Yeah.
I've got the 2-3 turn here.
Yep.
And I'm going to follow that up with Dory from Finding Nemo.
Really?
Dory, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most likable characters of all time, I would say. Following that up with one of the other most likable characters of all time, which is Mater from Cars.
Mater is a popular character.
Dory and Mater.
5-year-olds love Mater.
Hey, everybody loves Mater.
All right, good choices. My next one, I'm going to go obscure.
Well, you already have, so.
Doug is not obscure.
I think he is.
This one is obscure, but who doesn't love Bing Bong?
From Inside Out, right?
Yes,
Bing Bong.
Who's your friend who likes to play Bing Bong, Bing Bong? The best part of the movie. Absolutely.
I'm liking where you're going so far. I think I have a good chance.
My final pick, I'll go with the crowd pleaser. I'll take Buzz Lightyear.
Okay. I wanted to see if you'd go Toy Story.
Yeah, I couldn't leave Toy Story out. It was so hard because there's so many good characters in Toy Story to choose just one. And then also, I had a difficult time because there's so many Toy Story movies. And in the later movies, some of the characters that are great in the first few get a little boring. I'll say it.
My final pick.
Yep.
Rounding out my trio of Dory, Mater, and then Mike Wazowski.
Ooh, I like Mike.
From Monsters, Inc.
Yeah. Now that feels obscure.
Mike Wazowski. He was up there for one of my favorite characters, but I thought that he would fall, so I'd be able to get him a 3. I didn't know if you would value him like I do.
Accurate. Yeah. Yeah. I considered him, but then I thought that, it's been a while since Monsters, Inc. came out. So there you have it. Now it's time for you to vote on which team you think is better and let us know which ones we missed at 8772 Radio U. My team is Doug the dog, Bing Bong, and Buzz Lightyear.
I've got Mater from Cars, Dory from Finding Nemo, and I wrapped it up with Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc.
8772 Radio U.
If podcast awards were ever a thing, this show wouldn't win any. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
We are in the midst of Choice Champions. Today's topic, today's draft was all about Pixar characters. And I had the first pick. Went with Doug the dog from Up. Bing Bong from Inside Out, a little off the beaten path with that one. And then a crowd pleaser in Buzz Lightyear. Isaiah, you went with
Dory from Finding Nemo, Mater from Cars, and then Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc.
And the votes are rolling in. Zach simply says Isaiah wins. Todd, looks like Isaiah wins again. Todd, have you been listening? He's never won.
Chad wins every time somehow.
Chad says, got to go with Isaiah on this one, but definitely a close call. Thank you, Chad, for your vote. Sheena Gotta say, Isaiah has this one. Finished off strong with Mike.
Mike Wazowski.
Yep. Danny. I believe I have to go with Hudson because Bing Bong was the only character that sacrificed himself for the betterment of the other characters. Isn't that beautiful? Not only is he funny, not only is he fun, he's also willing to lay down his life for others. What more could you want than that? Nicole says, Mike Wazowski just sealed my vote for Isaiah. Jason, Isaiah has an all-star team. Hudson. Bing Bong is not even a top 100 character. All right, Jason, we're going to have to invalidate your vote on that one. Because he's name 99 other better characters than Bing Bong. Go ahead. I'm listening. Switz says her 2-year-old and her are both voting for Isaiah's draft. She doesn't like Doug. Okay, 2-year-old.
Hudson's gotten 2 reallys. Doug really and Bing Bong really. That's how you know. You had 3 picks.
How can a 2-year-old vote?
It seems as if
Aaron
really
says
screwed this one up.
Isaiah takes the cake on the character draft. Regina, definitely got to go with Isaiah. All 3 are fantastic. And Zach says one of you should have picked Forky.
Oh, true. Forky, an underrated character. Doesn't get the love because it was in that last Toy Story that wasn't quite as hyped as the first couple.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the ratings when going through all the movies to try to figure out which characters to pick. Toy Story 4 still has surprisingly high ratings, even though I don't know anybody who's like, yeah, I loved it. But it has like a 97%.
I've seen it. I mean, everybody's probably seen it.
I've seen it, and I don't want to ever see it again.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I just would rather, if I'm thinking, oh, I need to watch Toy Story, I need to watch
one of the
one
first
of the other
ones.
3, probably
Yeah.
the second one, maybe the first, definitely not the 4th.
What were your other honorable mentions?
Well,
I would love to hear who else you didn't pick, if those are the people you did.
I love Wall-E.
I considered Wall-E as well. Great
I strongly
character.
considered Wall-E, and why I didn't pick. I mean, I do like other characters more than him, but also I know nobody else loves Wall-E as much as I do. And then I thought also I like the captain of the ship better than Wall-E too. But I don't even know his name, so can I really pick it? I also thought from Toy Story, because I didn't want to leave Toy Story out, Potato Head is a great character. Stinky Pete is a great character.
Pete.
A great villain. And Bruce from Finding Nemo
That's a
crossed
good
my mind
character.
as well.
I considered Wall-E good character, just because of his selflessness. I considered Russell from Up, because he was another
You
sweetheart.
considered Russell over Doug.
Yes, because he is a main character.
Doug is a main character.
Not main enough, brother. Not main enough. I'm going to go, and I also considered Woody, but you took Buzz Lightyear, so I'm not going to do the Woody versus Buzz thing. So that was my third. I was thinking, should I go Mike Wazowski or Woody?
Yeah.
You picked Buzz, so since we had Toy Story, I immediately went Mike Wazowski there. And then if I was considering a villain, I considered going with Syndrome from The Incredibles.
I like Syndrome and The Incredibles.
And those were my...
Frozone. I just haven't seen...
Frozone's good.
The
You
Incredibles
always go
in
for
so
the most obscure
long.
characters. It's wild.
Doug is
Frozen
not.
Frozen
It's
was great.
obscure, and I picked Buzz Lightyear.
I know. Buzz Lightyear saved you. He did. He saved you.
Yeah. Kevin says, got to go with Hudson. Mater is a serial killer. He has a yard full of corpses of other cars. Mater's overrated. Also, Stephanie.
Mater's not overrated.
Stephanie says, no consideration for Lightning McQueen. Stephanie, we only have 6 picks.
I considered Lightning, but I picked Mater, so I couldn't go that heavy cars.
Yeah, that heavy cars.
Because then if people don't like cars, then I'm just done.
Yeah, definitely.
But Lightning
Definitely
McQueen
not.
is a good character.
He is a good character.
He was one. I was looking for a character that had their life changed throughout the movie. A lot of change from going from bad to good.
Yeah, that's right. He has a big turnaround.
He has a good turnaround, yeah, which makes him a likable character.
But much like why I struggle with Toy Story is Cars even more so. The first one's pretty good. The 2 and 3, I don't even know if I've seen them because I think they're so not good. So that knocks Lightning McQueen and Mater and all characters down.
Well, you cannot knock them out.
Thankfully,
Iconic.
thankfully,
movie.
it looks like I have won once again after counting all the votes. So there you have it. Choice champions.
Seems like it.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.